Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. So a couple of days ago, I bought a bag of potatoes, a big bag of potatoes, and in there were 3 rotten potatoes. There was one that was really rotten and 2 that were touching it, which were well on their way. So I've been trying to use up all the potatoes. Now it was a 5 kilo bag, so it was quite a lot of potatoes. So I've done the roast potatoes and I've frozen some of them. That's where you just you steam them in the varoma. I have got a video for these, and it's a recipe on Cookie Doo, and then I've got them up to the stage where you put them in the oven and they're in the freezer. So I've tried them before and they worked out well. And I was going to make some mashed potatoes. Now, on the recipe community, for ages, one of the top 10 recipes cooked is no fail mashed potatoes. Now I've made this one and it is quick, easy and yummy. I've never froze it, so that's what we're going to do. It only makes a small batch of potatoes. It's only half a kilo. But anyway, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do these no fail mashed potatoes. So it says we need scales. It says please read the whole recipe, including notes and tips before starting. We don't need a butterfly or a steamer basket. Okay, so it says place the chopped potatoes in here. All we're putting in here is potatoes and milk, and then at a later date we'll add butter, salt and pepper once it's cooked, once we're mashing it. So what I'm going to do is it doesn't say how big to cut them. I'll just do it how I normally do it. I just find if you cut them up fairly small, they cook more evenly and mash better. This here is a knife from the mix shop. There's a small one and a large one, and I have got both of them. They are amazing knives. I love them. I love how they feel in your hand as well. I mean, they really sit in your hand quite well. I mean, if I was holding it properly, then it's really easy on your wrist too. But I'm only cutting potatoes, so. Rightio, so what do we got there? So we've got 550 grams of potatoes, and then we want 125 grams of milk. Oops, it's a bit more than 125 grams, rightio. Pop the lid on. Rightio, so let's go back. We go back to our home page. We want 15 minutes. Oops. 100 degrees. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to show you. At the end of the, hang on. When you're cooking it, if you want to do something else, if you just hold on there and on there, it goes back to 0. So you don't have to wind it back. So I'll do that. I don't want it. I'll just hold it. See, it says 16 minutes. And it's 0 again. Rightio. 15 minutes. 100 degrees on speed 1. And we're just gonna, after the 15 minutes, we'll test them, we'll see if they're mushy, and if they need more cooking, then we just give them a few more minutes. So rightio, I'll be back at the next stage. So that's our 15 minutes. I'll just get a fork and we will have a look at our potatoes. See, they're still, and you probably can't see, they're still quite, some of them are still quite hard. So I'm going to give that another, oh, I can get a fork in them. They are cooked, but they're very hard. Okay, so I'm going to give them, does it say? You can double this recipe. And what I'm going to do is I am going to give them another 5 minutes. 100 degrees. Oh. Speed 1. Righty-go, I'll be back. Righty-go. So, also, the type of potato you use to make your mashed potato matters as well. If you use a waxy potato, you're more likely to get a gluey mash than if you use a floury potato. Most potatoes you buy in the supermarket nowadays have, on the bag, they'll tell you what sort of potatoes they are and what they're used for. So that's that there. And now, we're going to add the butter, salt, and we're going to mash. Okay, so we want we want 25 grams of butter. Oh, that's not very clever. Okay. And salt and pepper. Let's give it another little tiny bit of salt. And then it's, we're going to do it 20 to 30 second maximum. So we're not going over 30 seconds. So we're going to go back to the front page and we'll set this for 30 seconds. We don't want to go over 30 seconds. And it says speed 3, rightio. So we'll just listen. So that was 10 seconds. Let's have a look. I'll give that a bit more time. I'll give that another 10 seconds. And I would rather stop it and look at you know, all the time than just let it run the full amount of time. So I'm going to give that another 30 seconds. Another 10 seconds, I mean. Okay. Okay, let's give it a little taste. This is quite hot. Can you see the steam coming off? Delicious. That is really, really, really delicious. And this one is constantly in the top 10 most cooked recipes of the recipe community each week. Each week it is. I would recommend giving this one a try. For me, the Thermomix is the only way possible to cook mashed potatoes. It is so easy. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up, pop over to my channel and subscribe, and I really hope I'll see you next time.